This is David Wheaton. The following is a short take from the Christian Worldview radio program. You can hear the full program at thechristianworldview.org. What are some of the other issues that I haven't asked you about today that maybe I've forgotten to, that you think are really important for Christians to be paying close attention to right now in the world or our country or even within the church?
Well, one that's really significant that I've been keeping track of for many years is the UN assault on educational liberty and parental rights. And that just culminated a couple weeks ago, David, with a new report from the UN, from UNESCO, literally prepared under the supervision of a North Korean communist, as acknowledged on the acknowledgments page, claiming that to uphold human rights, to comply with UN and international human rights law, all governments have an obligation to either ban homeschooling or at least bring it completely under government control, to the point where they will control what they describe in the report as the education content, where they will do mandatory home visits, where they will determine what values are taught in the homeschool. And they also claim, very openly, by the way, that private schools must be brought into this control grid. So they're now at the point where they're openly targeting our rights and responsibilities as parents that, by the way, God imposed on us. These are not things that governments can legitimately infringe upon. God placed the responsibility for educating, rearing, overseeing the development and upbringing of children on parents, not the state. But if you read the report, they say the state is the primary duty bearer when it comes to education. And that's simply not true. We as Christians know that. So this effort to kick parents out of the picture, to seize control of the hearts and minds of the next generation, is now completely out of the closet. The mask has dropped, and I regard this as an existential threat to family, to educational liberty and Christian education, and ultimately to civilization itself. So that's one of the many things I've been following. As you mentioned, I'll be headed to Brazil just a couple days for the UN Climate Summit. They're using this climate hoax to fundamentally restructure human society. And actually, to be blunt, they're using it to build a global political, economic, and even religious system that is a direct attack on biblical principles, on the truth of Scripture, that is a direct attack on national sovereignty, individual liberty. And all these things are very, very serious threats. I would just urge parents and Christians and everybody to really begin paying attention here. These are significant threats, and we have to be aware, and I believe we have to take responsible action as Christians in line with what Scripture teaches to do the right thing here.
This has been a short take from the Christian Worldview radio program. To hear the full program and connect with this nonprofit radio ministry, go to thechristianworldview.org. I'm David Wheaton.